November the 26th, 2020. Thanksgiving. The release from indoctrination. Today, November the 26th, 2020, is Thanksgiving Day, a special holiday and celebration of freedom and the gifts, the harvest of another year, and we have much to celebrate. For this time of the Great Awakening, of the great revelation of the truth of mankind's earthly experience, of freedom for humanity, is at hand. Planet Earth was designed as a schoolroom for souls to learn greater love. Souls who in their heavenly angelic existence knew only love, came here to be tempered by fear and all the negative emotions that fear encompasses. Our true beingness is our holy soul, that particle of God consciousness, that fragment of the flowing, knowing, glorious love that is all that is our true divine essence. Our holy soul is perfect, whole, and complete, as God is perfect, whole, and complete. Heaven is perfection itself, yet God, all that is, the divine essence that powers the spirit and material realm, is always looking to expand itself, is always looking to increase the love quotient, the wisdom, the bliss of its heavenly existence. And so we, as perfect drops of that God essence, are also looking for the expansion of our loving aura, of our divinity, in heaven, in the spirit realm, where all is unity, oneness, communion and camaraderie. We are content, and we do not strive for more. So the material realm, the universe, planet Earth, and humanity were created. The material realm, where souls could take form, could be ensconced in human bodies. These human bodies, these biological computers, allowed for the separation of the souls that came to Earth so that they could experience the material realm. In separation, humanity could individuate. By experimenting with not preferred and preferred events, by feeling the discouragement of negativity and the pain of conflict, souls could learn greater love, and thereby have a greater comprehension of who they really were, a greater comprehension of the love that truly imbues and powers the world. Planet Earth, with the contrast of dark and light, with its empaths and narcissists, with its shadow government, its dark controllers, has been a wonderful schoolroom. Here systems were set up to provide the contrast, the confabulation required for sifting and sorting the preferred and not preferred. How can one know what one prefers, how one prefers to be, unless one has experienced the opposite? So government was set up to constrain and confine mankind into confusing and discombobulating rules and regulations. Systems were set up to divide and conquer. Separation and division were the order of the day. Contrast was introduced in all areas of life. Rich versus poor, black versus white, Protestant versus Catholic, Muslim versus Hindu, Republican versus Democrat, the medical system versus holistic healthcare, nationality versus nationality. Division and separation have been an inherent part of human life. This allowed for sifting and sorting of the preferred and not preferred. This allowed for the individuating of the personality, for it was by contrasting experiences that the personality of the soul was developed. So the light and the dark, what we call God and the devil, played with each other on planet Earth. They vied for the control of human souls. The dark evil ones, the ones that played the part of Satan in this earthly adventure, provided the fear, the pain that would grow souls to the realization that they wanted love, love and only love. They wanted no more separation. They wanted a return to their heavenly, loving, contented, blissful existence. And this is the great and magnificent time we are in, the time of the Great Awakening. This Great Awakening that we are in the midst of heralds the end of the planet Earth schoolroom. The time has come for mankind to see, while still in his human body, the entrainment that he has undergone, to realize that he is a soul having a human experience, not a lost and lonely human body. Mankind has, however, become so deeply entrenched in his earthly experience, so programmed into negativity and fear, that he cannot see the holy truth of his divinity. He needs help. And so the present time of revelation, the time of the apocalypse, was instigated as the means for humanity to break through to the truth. In the depths of his entrainment, humanity could not see that he was being controlled. He was hypnotized by the words of his government. He was naive. He believed what he was told. The news, the television, radio, newspapers, all played the same tune, told the same story. That was the story that the dark controllers wanted mankind to believe. By repetition and hypnotic suggestion, they convinced humanity that what was goodly and godly was evil, and what was evil was goodly and godly. And so the truth was needed to set mankind free. But how to show the truth? How to break through the false indoctrination, ideas and beliefs that mankind had been entrained with and now protected vigilantly as his truth? The control mechanisms, the corruption that the dark ones have used must be shown clearly, must become visible for all to see. The dark ones' perfidious, nefarious deeds must be revealed. And so this is the time of the great revelation. This is the time where truth, the truth of their indoctrination, will set mankind free. Free to soar, free to be all that he can be, free from the chains of his imprisonment in this earthly prison planet experience. This is why such ridiculous and outrageous claims are being made by the desperate dark ones. They are saying anything, doing anything that they can to keep their power, to keep their control. So, dear ones, our precious light workers, do not take note of the day-to-day claims and happenings. You know the truth of the journey you are in. That truth sets you free from all concern. You know the end of that journey heralds the freedom of mankind from the chains that have imprisoned his understanding. Be calm, be peaceful, be happy, all is well. The end of this awakening is the beginning of the whole new and wonderful, loving, unified existence for mankind in the fifth dimensional love frequency. It is the end of separation and division. Know all is well in the world. You are not a victim anymore. The earthly world has been the interplay of the victim and the victimizer, the empath and the narcissist. Yet now you see this. Now that you know the truth of your entrainment and indoctrination into fear, you can release that fear. It serves no more purpose. There is no more reason for blame, shame, or guilt. Nothing wrong ever happened. Your life story, your victimhood, is but a story, one that has been very useful as a growth mechanism for your soul. Release the last vestiges of your blame and shame, your complaints. You are not your story. You are a soul that has lived many such stories in your reincarnations. And there is much to be grateful for. Without the experiencing of these stories, you would not be the you that you are now. The loving, caring, kind, compassionate you that has come out of the entrainment is a wonderful being. And now, the best is yet to come. A whole new world of communion, camaraderie, and delight is ahead of you. Very shortly this will come about, as the old worn and weary control system collapses, as the chaos and confusion that they are using in the vain hope of keeping their power, as that chaos and confusion ends, the new world will be born. Spend your time envisioning, imagining that new world. Relax into the glory of the perfection that is to come. Know that all is well, for the time of the great awakening is here. The best is yet to come, dear brethren. The best is yet to come. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.